Yo, this Kingearner coming to you live and direct. Why don't we have remorse for our parents? Why don't we have remorse for our grandparents? Why don't we have remorse for the loved ones that love us and make sure that we are in good health and make sure that we eat every day? You know, at a time coming up as a child, I was very, very, very disrespectful to my home because I would go out and do negativity and then come in the house like I'd done nothing wrong. And my grandmother used to always say when I was a child, you doing something out in them streets, but sure as you sitting there and there's a guy that sit high and look low, they putting the jail buttons on your shirt now. They got your name written on the shirt and when you get to the penitentiary. And I didn't believe it until I got to Huntington Penitentiary. And it was nothing like making that call to my grandmother and allowing her to know that the feds had just indicted me also and that they were trying to give me 20 years. See, when you're a man of honor and you stand strong, you don't go in that box telling and pointing on individuals. You know how you carry it? You go to your family, you go to your loved ones, and you talk about going in the right direction. And when people see you going in the right direction, they don't mind helping you get that lawyer. They don't mind seeing you spank that case. And this is what I want for the youngest to understand. I've done that since the age of 11 years old with my grandmother, running up and down jails, having her come to courtrooms, having her come to penitentiaries, man, feeling like a sucker to see my grandmother limping in there. And you know how I always thought? I always felt like I was the one that killed her. You know why? Because I put a lot of stress and worryation on her heart. My grandfather, he's now gone now. I could say he lived to the age of 90 years old, but I'm pretty sure that I contribute to a little bit of that also because it's called stress. We don't understand that, and we think that it's cool, and those friends and those guys that we think that love us or have honor for us in the streets, they really don't, because at the end of the day, they're not going to play the position of grandmom. They're not going to play the position of grandpop or that mother or father that was there for their child. You know why they're not? Because most of them don't care. Most of them would rather see you in jail, and most of them, when you go to jail, they're going to be pom-pomming. They're going to be the ones having sex with your baby mom. I know a lot of you youngins, y'all just having children and stuff like that. Think and start using your head, because at the end of the day, I've been through it, except I just wasn't an individual that had the bad end of the stick. I always cut a woman off when I went to prison, and if she was riding, but I never kept them around to burden them. You see where I'm coming from? So these burdens destroy relationships. The burdens that I have put on people. But there's a set of people that I didn't put no burdens on. That last bit, I made sure that I honored and respected and loved those. I didn't lie to the women and act like I was going to come home and be with them. You know what I done instead? I worked hard at getting back home. And guess how my work consisted of? The law library. Not being a rat like these other guys, signing up to go back downtown and acting like they found the cold case and just booking anybody in. That wasn't my goal. I want for the youngest to understand that I've been through what they've been through. That's how we always relate so well. That's why I can see them on the corner doing something wrong and I can pull them to the side and they're not hurt or feel like I'm coming at them in a negative way. When you come at them in a negative way, they can feel it. When they see you just on the camera talking, when they don't see you at those disciplined schools, at them rough areas where nobody else wants to work at, where the people with the education and the career, they don't want to go to these Camelots. They don't want to go to these Bethunes. They don't want to go to these Catos. They don't want to go to these Booms. You know why they don't want to go to them? Because they don't have that strength. They don't have that certification that's needed. And that certification is being able to relate to them. I'm Kingearner from the Honor Your Life campaign. I relate to them, but I want the youth to understand that it's no honor in killing your parents. It's no honor in killing your loved ones. It's no honor in killing that aunt that took you in, because all the things that you do in the wrong in the streets, all the shoot 'em up, bang, bang stories that your family members hear about you, believe me, you may think it's thorough. You may think they look at you as a thoroughness, but in the back of their mind, they're saying this is a senseless crash dummy. Let's get it together, youngins. Let's make sure that we honor each other's lives and honor those who support us, because at the end of the day, this what I'm doing wasn't easy. It wasn't easy changing. It was the videos. It was me continuously talking. It was me going to my psych. It was me speaking to individuals in the community, helping lift me up and giving me the strength and telling me that I'm qualified for that. I didn't do it by myself, except I don't go amongst the Floam Jones bones, the people that really, you know, think because they got all the views or they likes or they this, that in the city. I don't go around and kiss their behinds. You know what I do? I work hard till they get that call, and they always get that call Who the guy, Kingearner? Who the guy? Why the guy? Who the guy? Who the guy? Why the guy? None of them come to me and say anything. You know why? Fear of nothing. I'm harmless. I'm a positive individual now, and I want to do the right thing by my community. What I once destroyed, I am now rebuilding. Somebody do that. Y'all want to do a challenge, do that. Rebuild what you once destroyed. Kingearner, live and direct.